Now, this is an interesting one. It happened in Belgium. There was a cyclist on a cold, wintry day cycling along a path, and there's video online, and that's what this is all about. He says his knee swung out accidentally. The father of the little girl, it was, I believe, a 5-year-old girl. What happened? He goes past on his bike slowly, and it looks like he knees the little girl out of the way, and she falls flat on the icy, in the snow and ice. Now, he says he was wobbling and she was in the way. The father who filmed it said, no, he did it on purpose. But this case is that the father put it online, and now the father is up for being sued because this guy, everybody came after him, the guy on the bike, his reputation was tarnished, all of this sorts of thing. So, I mean, from the outside, people will say, hang on, this guy did something wrong. His dad filmed it, and we're going to be talking about that for the next story, because a lot of crime, we've talked about people put it on their phone and then post it online, say, do you know this person? But in this case in Belgium, the dad got fined for putting it online. Yeah.
Well, first of all, Tricia, and thank you very much to you and your researchers for giving me this case to think about. I'm not a defamation lawyer. I'm certainly not a Belgian defamation lawyer. And given that I'm quite close to the Belgian border where I am right now, I'm a little bit nervous about even commenting on this case. So here goes. Well, it's disturbing. Anyone who's seen the footage, I think I've talked about it in the past, haven't I? I've got a 7-year-old daughter, not much taller than the little child who gets knocked off. I would encourage anyone who's seen the footage to look at it multiple times, because what looks like a kick with intent is actually probably a little bit more difficult to interpret. And in the original case, the judge took the view that an offence had been committed, but without intent. I haven't got the case papers. I'm reading it from the same tabloids in the New York Post and the Daily Mail that other people have. But it's difficult to know exactly what happened. And he was given a token fine and a suspended sentence on that basis. I have to say, from what I read about, although I haven't seen it, the communication and conduct in the immediate aftermath, I think that's what did for him with the public, because simply saying attention, as he claims he did, before then driving up or riding up quickly in the snow behind a young child, I think is shabby. If I can be sued in Belgium because of that, then as a father of a child not much older, well, I'm prepared to take that risk, I have to say. Right is right. And I think that's probably why this second phase of the story is attracting such ire, because a Belgian court in a subsequent defamation case, this old cyclist won't let go. I think cyclists in general sometimes don't let go.
That's a story. Yes, lots of them suing lots of people in London. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're a strong-minded group. We can say that. But this cyclist will not let go. There's a further claim now for defamation. Could be under privacy laws. We know from the fact that he hasn't been identified in the context of the criminal case, despite the fact that he's been convicted. Certainly Belgium seems to be, and I'm not operating as an expert, but I'm deducing, as you asked me to do, I guess. But Belgium is a jurisdiction where privacy, as in many other of the Napoleonic Code jurisdictions across Europe, certainly Czech Republic, Germany, where I am now, these are countries where the defendant in a criminal case is often entitled to anonymity. And I guess, in the context of judgments and sentencing being proportionate and not involving humiliation, there's a point to that. But, what's been done that's defamatory here, certainly in the UK system, simply posting up a video of an incident and saying, should I go to the police about this? You don't know that it will become a massively viral thing. Mr. Mapasa, the child's father, seems to have been fairly restrained in most of the things that he said about the cyclist. I have to say, on the basis of what I understand of the conversation afterwards and the cyclist being quite aggressive, saying, I didn't see her, she shouldn't have been there, type thing. I'm
you can see why someone would
I have to say, I'm not particularly impressed by that. But there is a tension, isn't there, on the one hand, between public right to free speech and the weaponization of social media. And we've seen it.
Well, Joseph, I was going to say we did a case we spoke to a hotel owner last week who put up on social media, on Facebook, pictures of people who'd gone into their hotel room, checked into a little family business, swiped everything that wasn't nailed to the floor. She put pictures up on social media. Do you know them? They were tracked down. And then, and she told us, it wasn't just reporting, the police said, can you take it down? Because they're being hounded. It's really tough on them. And it wasn't, you could see them go into the room with nothing and come out on CCTV with bags full of stuff, but you couldn't actually see in the bag. You could just see they had big bags. So the police were saying that's not proof in itself and you're giving these people a tough time. She subsequently put the stuff back online. But what this I think is interesting, that if you do that in the UK, if somebody knocked, God forbid, your little girl over on a bike or cleaned out your family's hotel room, what have you. If you put it online and say, do you know this person, or this person is an XYZ, if that person has done something wrong in the eyes of the court, what have you, can they come back and say, you know what, by putting that online, you've ruined my life?
Not in the UK, I don't think. Not in the UK, I don't think. Although I have to caution people against trying to use social media in the context of crime detection and to operate an alternative legal system. I think part of the reason that is becoming more of a thing, of course, is the police are ineffective because they're so underfunded. These are often incidents that the police should be looking at, but the response is so lackluster that the community operates within itself online.